everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Jill and today I'm going to be doing the Fall Time Cozy Time book tag. So let's get started. Do you like my pumpkin mug? I think it is so wonderfully perfect for the theme of this video. It actually doesn't have anything in it, but it's a very cute cup and I'm probably going to be using it this fall because it's so beautiful. So I was researching the YouTubes trying to find a good fall time book tag because it is fall now. Doesn't feel like it where I live because I live in Phoenix, Arizona and it's still like 100 degrees where I live. But I'm trying, maybe once I make this video, fall will come faster for me, hopefully. But I was feeling in the fall sort of mood and I was going through YouTube trying to find a good book tag and this seemed like a wonderful one. It seemed really popular last year and I just thought, hey, may as well try it out. So yeah, I'm going to be linking the creator down below for you guys, so definitely go check that out. Yeah, so yeah, let's just get started with this tag. Crunching leaves. The world is full of color. Choose a book that has reds, oranges, and yellows on the cover. So the one that first came to mind for me for this was Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. It doesn't necessarily look very fall-y, but it does have lots of red, oranges, and yellows on it, and so this book is fantastic. It's one of my favorites that I've read this year. If you haven't heard me rave about it, it is a sci-fi and it is told in this wonderful perspective. It's only told in emails and files and it's just so cool. It follows like I said, it's basically very like Star Wars-esque sort of, to where there is an invasion on this planet and these people have to leave the planet, and it's just sort of hard to explain, but I liked going into it not really knowing anything that was going to happen because it was so good. Oh my gosh, and the sequel, Gemina, comes out in a few weeks and I'm just so excited for the sequel because this book is just so wonderful. I loved it so much. So yeah, this is the red, orange, and yellow portion. Cozy sweater. It's finally cold enough to put on warm, cozy clothing. What book gives you the warm fuzzies? And for this, I'm gonna have to go with The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. This book actually isn't out yet. I was lucky enough to get an ARC of this book. This book comes out on November 1st, and please go check it out when it comes out because it honestly was one of the most wonderful books that I've read in a very long time. It gave me all the warm fuzzies. It is so sweet. It is so cute. If you don't know, Nicola Yoon also wrote the book Everything, which I also really enjoyed, but this book was just so wonderful. Basically, it follows these two different people. There's Natasha and Daniel, and they meet in New York City, and they basically spend the day together, and they talk about falling in love, and they bond, and it's wonderful, and the diversity in this book is amazing. Natasha is a Jamaican, and she actually finds out that her family is being deported that day, and Daniel is Asian and he is Korean, and it's just the diversity is so wonderful, and this book just gives me all the warm feels. I loved it so much, so definitely go check it out when it comes out because I'm definitely going to be getting me a finished copy of this book because it's just so wonderful. Next is Fall Storm. The wind is howling and the rain is pounding. Choose your favorite book or genre that you like to read on a stormy day. So once again, I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and it rains approximately 3 times a year here, so I honestly don't have a lot of experience reading when it's raining, but I was looking at my bookshelf and I was like, if I had to pick a book that I would read when it's storming outside, I would go with Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. It's just really dark and adventurous, and the heist portion of this book is just wonderful. So yeah, I would definitely probably choose this book to read. If you don't know, this basically follows 6 different criminals in Leigh Bardugo's Grisha trilogy, and it follows these 6 basically misfits and they go on heists, and it's so wonderful. And the sequel just came out and I don't have the sequel yet, but I'm hoping to get it very soon, and I'm actually going to be meeting Leigh Bardugo in a few days, and I'm just so excited because she's so wonderful. I've already met her once and I'm going to be meeting her again. I'm just so ready. So yeah, this one definitely I would read when it's storming outside because it just seems like the thing that I would want to do. Cool, crisp air. What's the coolest character you'd want to trade places with? See, this is a problem with young adult literature is because every person would suck to trade places with. My automatic answer would be Feyre from the Court of Mist or the Court of Thorns and Roses series, but because of Reese and everything, and I guess I'll probably go with her, but it's just so much is going on and so much terrible bad shit is going on in that world that I'm like, I don't know if I would actually want to be there. So I actually just ended up going with Isla from Isla and the Happily Ever After. I just love Josh, and if you read this book, this is the third novel in her Anna and the French Kid companion novels, and I just love Josh, and I love New York, and this book is centered in New York, and I was like, you know what, I would love to be Isla. I would be a happy camper if I was Isla and I had Josh in New York, because one of my dreams is to go to New York. Nah, nah, nah. Hot Apple Cider. What underhyped book do you want to see become the next biggest, hottest thing? And I honestly don't read a ton of underrated books, but I just sort of chose two that I read recently that I think were amazing, and I don't think they've been getting the hype that they deserve. And the first one is I Darken by Kirsten White. I love this book with all my heart. It's honestly one of my favorite books that I read this year, and I love it so completely, so much. I just can't even explain how much I love it, and I feel like it hasn't been getting the hype that it deserves. It's wonderful. It is a historical gender swap version of Vlad the Impaler. It follows this girl named Lada, and if you don't know, Vlad the Impaler is who Bram Stoker based Dracula off of because of his brutality. It's wonderful. She is an anti-hero. It is just a beautiful story, and please go read it if you haven't. It's one of my favorites. It's a little slow at the beginning, but it's so good. I love it with all my heart, and I don't know why people aren't reading it more because it's so freaking good. And the next one I have is actually one that I just glanced over at and decided to include in this video, and that is The Serpent King by Jeff Zentner. This book was fantastic. Oh, look, it's my cat. Hey, it's my cat. Look at my cat came. Hi, Preemie. What are you doing, Munchkin? So that'll be there. The Serpent King is just a very, very moving story. It hit me in ways that I didn't expect it to hit me in. Basically, it follows the POV of three different characters. There is Dill, who is a pastor's son, Lydia, who is a fashion blogger, and Travis, who is a sort of nerdy, really obsessed with fandom stuff. And it just, honestly, it's their senior year of high school, and it's basically a coming of age story, and it's just beautiful and wonderful, and I highly recommend it to anyone. It was moving, it was wonderful. Go read it if you haven't. I feel like it hasn't gotten the right amount of hype that it deserves. Next up, Coat, Scarves, and Mittens. The weather has turned cold and it's time to cover up. What's the most embarrassing book cover you own that you like to keep hidden in public? So honestly, this is the problem, is that I don't buy books that have embarrassing covers on it, and I'm awful for doing that. But like, there are books like White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout, which I really want to read, but I can't bring myself to buy the book because the cover looks like this. And it just is really awkward if I'm reading it and it looks like that and everything like that. So I honestly don't have any books that answer this question. I ended up going with a book. I ended up just picking the movie cover of Vampire Academy because this looks really cheesy, and I guess I would say any of the Vampire Academy books because they just look really cheesy and awful. So yeah, I guess I would go with this, but like I said, I don't really have a lot of embarrassing covers because I don't buy them. Pumpkin Spice, what's your favorite fall time comfort foods or foods? I honestly, I'm not a huge fan of pumpkin flavored things. I don't really like pumpkin pie. I don't like pumpkin flavored things besides pumpkin spice lattes and coffee. That is my go-to thing. I love the McDonald's pumpkin spice iced coffee. That is legit. I love the Starbucks pumpkin spice frappuccino. I love the pumpkin spice coffee drinks, but I don't really like any other pumpkin themed things. And that's basically what fall is the pumpkin themed thing. So I guess I would just go with the pumpkin spice coffee. And I really like the McDonald's one, which is strange because McDonald's is basically terrible, but besides for their coffee I really enjoy. Warm, cozy bonfire. Spread the cozy warmth. Who do you tag? And I actually have people that I want to tag. Honestly, I have no idea if you guys did this last year, if you've ever done this. I didn't like go specifically and check, so if you've already done this, there you go. So I'm going to be tagging Haley from Haley Reads, Rayanne from Reading Rayanne, Julia from Julia Sapphire, Kaylin from Kay's Cozy Reads, and Madeline from Madeline May. Those are the people I tag. And so yeah, like I said, if you've already done this tag, oh well. So yeah, thanks you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a like if you did, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I'm going to have all my social media linked down below. I have Goodreads, Twitter, Instagram, all down there if you guys want to follow me on those. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys later in another video. Bye!